Hey everyone, welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and we are back. We took this past week off, Monday through Thursday at least. So I haven't recorded anything since last Friday. It's been an entire week since I've recorded anything outside of Let's Play stuff. I spent this week focusing a lot on Let's Play stuff, and because as I explained in the video beforehand, before we took this break, it's very different with an active medium versus a passive medium. I wanted to take a break from the more passive stuff with reactions and all, and put a little more focus into the active medium of playing games. And I think it was a great idea. I'm definitely ready to get back into reactions, but I had a good time just focusing on something different for a while. So, we're back, and I have a little bit of a surprise for you. So, like right now, you're seeing things like as normal and all, and you can see like everything looks normal, everything looks good. But watch what happens when I press this button on my OBS. You could see this is a different angle and everything, but it's also just straight up a different webcam. Because the webcam I'm looking at right now, by the way, it's lower. It's hanging on my computer lid and everything. It's not on the stand like this webcam is. But the reason it's down, the reason I have a new webcam here is because this was paid for and bought for me, although I did the transaction personally. But it was paid for and technically bought for me by Venom. So thank you, Venom. This is because you may have noticed lately and just throughout time recently that the webcam that I've had since, I want to say 2020, so for like the past 4 years, that webcam has been having some issues with cutting out and everything, and this webcam here. It's had some issues with cutting out, and I think a lot of it might come down to just the overall, the cord, like specifically where it like goes into the back of the webcam itself. I think it's like, I think the cord inside the wires inside have like gotten a little messed up over these years, just from stretching out and all. Especially because like, so you can't see it from here, but I have the webcam on a tripod, right? This webcam that I'm looking at right now is on a tripod, above where my computer is, compared to this one, which is on my computer lid, right? So while it's on there, the the cord has to stretch a little bit further because of that. And I always have my cord plugged in on the left side of my laptop because I have USB ports on both sides. I always have it plugged in on the left side. But because of that, it's always stretching out in the same direction. It's putting strain on the cord. So I'm kind of thinking over these past 4 years, that's what caused it to eventually start to have these issues, to cause this problem to where it's doing this. With this new webcam, it's at least hopefully not right away going to have that issue. Now, one thing I noticed with this new webcam right off the bat is it looks like it's a slightly higher quality, but not like a huge amount. It is a more expensive webcam than the one I've been using, this one right here. But the thing I'm noticing is the lighting is a little off, and I might just need to change that personally. It also might just be because it's down here instead of up here like the other webcam. Let me see if I can change that while we're recording this. I can bring up properties. Oh, hold on. I brought up properties for the wrong one. Let me get up the right device. So I have the properties here. Also, just from where it's at right now, you can see my mic. When it's going to be on the tripod, that won't be an issue. But let me see if I can like make this a little brighter. Yeah, here we go. Brighten this up a little bit. adjust the contrast a little. Maybe the saturation. Not too much. Definitely upgrade the sharpness a bit. White balance a little. No, I think that's fine. Okay. Let me... That's a little better. Maybe a little brighter still. A little brighter. Let's turn down the contrast actually. Saturation I think is fine. Okay. Like I said, it also might be better when it's up there. It looks a little foggy. Is that just me? Um, but yeah, I wanted to make this video to kind of just show off the new camera. With the sharpness though, you can see a lot more detail like on the mic and stuff. I think you could see like just a lot more detail. Yeah, it might be because it's down here instead of up there. Otherwise, like I can still play around with it a bit and check to make sure on things, but yeah, there's a certain fogginess that I'm not 100% sure how to fix there. Let me see if I can find out. I don't think it's contrast that's doing that. No, that's definitely not the issue. Shouldn't be saturation. Is it the sharpness, maybe? Let's turn down sharpness and see how that looks to me. Well, now it's just a little blurry. I turned it down a little too far. I don't think it's sharpness. It might just be the location. It could just be the location. It's hard to tell, too, when I'm not, like, just looking at it from the same angle and various things like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I wanted to show this off and just say thank you to Venom. And yeah, we're going to be using this. I'm going to keep the old webcam that we've been using. Once again, this one. Because I do like this webcam. And it still works. I'm going to keep this as like a backup in case I ever need it again, in case I ever need to use it for whatever reason, in case this new one ends up like having some issues come up with it. So I'm going to keep the old one just in case. I'm looking at the wrong webcam at the moment. I was looking up there at the old one still. I'm going to keep this new, the old one just in case. And if anything happens with this, then I can bring that back out. I still have even the box right here from the new one. So I'll just keep it here. I'll just keep it over to the side, maybe in this little cubby thing I have over here. And we'll be able to work with that. Audio shouldn't be changing at all. Audio should still be coming from the mic. And hopefully it looks better. Like it's less foggy looking when it's up there, but it looks good. It looks good generally. Like the actual quality is good. It works well with me moving around. It's definitely a higher quality than the old one. Like if you look between them, like this one looks good, but it almost looks like a little blurry comparatively. And like moving around, like there's a little more of like I don't know if it's a lag or a blur, like a motion blur, but it's like there's a blur when I'm like waving my hands around like this, you can see, compared to on this new one, that doesn't really have that as much. I definitely think this is just higher quality. But once again, like I said, thank you to Venom. And I have some reactions to record for today. So let's get on that. For now, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Connie, and yeah, I'll see y'all next time.